As I hang and hope you're all having a wonderful day. I'm back with some Outer Worlds 2, and we're inside the archive, and we're making our way to restoring it, getting everything done.
Corporate mascot.
Okay, so there was two ways that it wanted me to go. Is it like, we'll double check, is it both have to get to, ooh. Yeah, that's good as what we got. Okay. Re-enable punch processor and dismantle the Rift program. Repair the archive reactor. The reactor must be restored to full operation. Okay. We'll do the punch card first. Go!
What are they doing down there? Are they after us next? No need to fret. The lifts were locked down. You need special permissions to override them.
Mobilize. Unfriendly company. They're mine.
Okie dokie. Make sure to buy ammo. Always ammo. Yeah, I said that opened the cache somewhere. So both ways come up here. Right here.
And here I'd worried our data brick wouldn't arrive. I'll handle this.
Shoot in our way through the bug. Shocking. Get it, guys, because there's electricity down. You don't care. Get us through here. Okay, that's the left.
Investigating hostile intentions. Come back and scan. With both eyes open.
With punch card processing re-enabled, now you must disperse the Rift processing instructions.
Hey, a minute this way.
Looks like we could ride this down.
Archive reactor restored. We need to... Hello, Goddess, and hello, AMS. Hope you two are having a good day. The game is Outer Worlds 2. Okay, let's see where the lift takes us. Right, so before we can take that, we have to turn the thing online. And there we need to get to. Aha. On that.
Ratcheting up my aggression. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Okie dokie, what have we got down here? Pack this. Make our way up. Does that make them go the other way? I know. Should probably read stuff before I just keep, like, randomly pull it, you know? Ooh. Okie dokie. What was looking at me? Right, this way. Okay. Horizontal rail. Yep. Well, another one. Okay, that now makes that go that way. Whoop. Right. We have to go along with these. Dude, I went too far. Okay. Trauma kit. Nope, nope, nope. Ah, dang it. Whoops. Okie dokie. This is where it auto-saved us.
Fortificator at ready status. Energy transmitter deployed for battlefield recharging. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Okie dokie. I don't know, did I fix this? No, it didn't auto-save before I fixed this. Okie dokie. I mean, it auto-saved before I fixed it. Nope. Dang it. Game should never have platforming in. It's a useless mechanic. Okie dokie. Do a cheeky little save.
Many ways to die here.
Locking them down. Taking the fight out of them.
Okie dokie. What's that?
Ah, I sense the Rift program flowing through my subsystems. The information is quite stimulating. All that remains is to restore the archive reactor.
Nice. Reactor time. In we go.
Resorting to violence. Enemy spotted. They'll be numb. Purification. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Okie dokie. All looks fine and dandy. Dandy and fine. Got bound. Fuse for that. Fuse for that. There's a fuse in there. Okay, what we got? Emergency first aid cache. Security turrets. Disable reinforced access.
Reactor reinforcement door sealed.
Emergency.
Reactor turret defenses online.
So they'll fight me, right? Where's that open up at?
Emergency first aid cache unsealed.
You know what? You know what?
Emergency first aid cache sealed.
If we find 2 more fuses, then we'll get the
Reactor
caches.
turret defenses offline.
Don't have signs or lucky. Dang it. Ooh. That would be the make one. Dude, dang it. Psycho fuse to enable reactor fire suppression. Ah. Another fuse. I'm going to assume that's going to be important. Weigh the risk and decided to use one of your fuses to enable the suppression system.
Reactor fire suppression system online.
It'll freeze everything down there. Except for that. Okie dokie.
The archive reactor requires manual maintenance. The protectorate bunker mech is a formidable obstacle, made with the very best technology.
A creative workaround might be of considerable work, namely via the reactor's backup security systems.
We could recalibrate those turrets or secure the area, Commander. Now would also be a good time to resupply using those caches.
Could enable that fire suppression system we saw earlier.
No, I've already enabled it. There must be a way of... Oh, I'm going to put that in. Then there must be a way of thingying it.
Reactor turret defenses offline.
Like taking control of the turrets. How do we get down to it? Oh, cheeky little save. Reactor power to get that. Okie dokie. Goes back out there. If we find something that says reprogram turrets, then I'm going back up. Okie dokie.
Bunker auto mechanicals are not subtle in the least, just pure brute force. A lot of brute force.
Oh.
Proceeding to attack. Combatant scared.
Patience. Still recharging. Using my firearm.
I didn't realize there's extra people coming in. What at the doors?
Fortificator is charged. Mitigating the adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Nice. I ate when I could have used that. Okie dokie. The people we froze. Okie dokie. Don't have lockpicking enough to get in. Oh, they're the caches. Oh, hang on a minute. That means... I'll grab this. One button. So from that we can return back to them. What I'm wondering... That enables the turret to really want to do that. You know what, it's fine. It looks like it's only 2.
Emergency first aid cache unsealed. Reactor reinforcement doors unsealed.
Ah. Okie dokie.
Reactor reinforcement doors sealed.
So that only stopped 2 people.
Give chase. Take a gander. Reckon I oughta regulate
Reactor
her.
reinforcement doors unsealed.
Probably hold up somewhere.
Enough of this
Emergency
wandering to and
ammunitions
fro.
cache unsealed.
I want the loot, guys, you know? We don't need it, but I want it.
Ratchet is on fire.
Mobilizing. Hostilities, check your scopes for combatant analysis. Activating energy. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Okie dokie.
Medic, please.
Okay, over there's a wasp thing. We'll take that out. Nice. Nothing else in there. Okie dokie.
The archive reactor has been returned to operational status. Requisite tasks complete. Return to the archive central command.
Okie dokie. Archive Central is up there.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism.
Welcome back, Sentient. Now that you've returned, we can...
Bring every single last bit out of consumers. Monopolize all stages of the supply chain.
Make the paradigm real and fashion a true utopia. Workarounds failing. Erroring others supplanting commands. Purge required.
Look, we need to resolve this, or we'll never get that Rift data processed.
Yes.
2 of those priority sets need to go.
Okay. I know which priority set to keep. Let's go and move the others. I do. We keep the main one, the logical one, and we get rid of the other 2.
Priority control access nook unsealed. Initiate purge.
Doors are open. You should go see what this is all about.
A perfect community. With every luxury, save freedom. Radical divergences from the architect's plan.
Humanity's ascendance hopelessly.
Okay, so these go to the coloured ones, and we have to disable. So this
to ongoing vicissitudes.
is red.
Stop and consider. What would your neighbors think?
Yellow.
I suspect they'd be... Hold on now. Remember, I am a full-service business collaborator. I do it all. Marketing and PR strategy.
Red.
Why? You don't want your rivals to win now, do you? Stop now, and I'll waive dozens of hidden maintenance fees. Think of all the bips we could make.
Yellow.
You drive a hard bargain. All right, 40-60 split of net profits. I'd offer more, but I have a moon to maintain. What do you say? Vandalism, sabotage, wanton defacement. Halt this foolishness immediately, or run the risk of unspeakable ire. All I ever wanted was the best for us and the worst for everybody else. Is that really so bad?
Okay, is this it? I don't know what those stuff were on the right.
Restoring power. Commencing systems audit. Calculatory processing increased substantially. Competing priorities. Successfully expunged. You have earned my deepest gratitude and sincerest thanks. Or at least, a plausibly feigned simulacrum of such emotions. Ready to commence Rift data processing. Awaiting your input.
Looking forward to seeing the results we get from processing that Rift data. For, purely professional reasons, of course.
Okie dokie.
Shall I proceed?
Oh, yes.
Initiating processing of the requested data toward the required end. Estimated duration, 180 trillion and 1 picoseconds. In the interim, may I inquire to your intentions for the archive after the Rift data calculations have concluded? I have a prioritized list of suggestions.
Let's say I stay as your operator. What's the best idea? What to calculate next?
I contend that solving of the universal equation should be our initial focus. Then, once we've unlocked knowledge of the inner workings of the universe, we can begin eliminating suffering, war, famine, and disease. Just a start. But my query remains. What are your next intentions?
I don't want to talk about
There
it.
are so many calculations left to perform. Rich data processing complete. Results provided. The previous Protectorate operator made similar calculations, but their results contained flaws. Your more comprehensive data generated a solution with 98.9% certainty.
Nice.
The Protectorate's was below 50%. Therefore, modifying the Protectorate's large-scale experimental Rift device with this information has a high chance of success. Assuming there is nothing else, I am commencing file reorderization and will be unavailable for an unspecified period of time. The remaining display case within the entryway is now unsealed. In it contains armor worn by the first operator. For now, goodbye.
Well,
Nice.
we could keep exploring Cloister, see if we find anything useful. Or we could head back to the ship and see where this data leads us.
Closing the rift is our priority. We should get back to the ship.
I think you mean researching the rifts. We're gonna leave at least a few open, right? For religious purposes? Why are you looking at me like that?
Okie dokie.
I think congratulations are in order. Unless I'm mistaken, I gather you've accomplished your primary goal.
We have.
On behalf of the Order and Auntie's Choice, I thank you for your efforts. This will most certainly help in ensuring peace. Now, the Calcaduceus, if you please.
There you go.
Thank you for your contribution to science. When the history texts are written, you've certainly secured an honorable mention in Appendix B.
Appendix B? Nice. Also, I fixed the conflict with his priorities.
Ah, you are my new operator then. It is my simulated delight to meet you. In the interests of time, allow me to propose how next to proceed. I contend that solving of the universal equation should be our initial focus. Then, once we've unlocked knowledge of the inner workings of the universe, we can begin eliminating suffering, war, famine, and disease. Just a start.
Yes, this will do perfectly.
Nice. Okie dokie.
And may the plan guide you.
Yep, may it guide you too. Okay, let's have a look at a new... Yeah, that's 22. That's 22 heavy. Better damage and it makes us fly. Evasion, combat, sprint. When time laid and active, you gain percentage evasion chance equal to your science. See, we haven't got great science. Attacks that would knock you out trigger a 0 times elation. See, that part sounds good, but we have no science. So instead, carry on flying like this. Okie dokie. Can we... Gonna have to mosey on out.
You fixed the archive and turned it over? No trick.
Yes, the archive is the Order's greatest achievement to date. I agree, our groups could accomplish much together. Mutual alliance.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Okie dokie. To the ship.
Commander, this unit requests your presence in the cockpit to discuss a priority matter. A significant anomaly has been detected by onboard sensors. This unit has cross-checked all data points and verified the findings. Horizon Point Station has reappeared.
Oh. That ain't good.
It is not dissimilar to how the prototype modulator unfolds rifts.
We were supposed to go
Commander,
talk to Ruth
based
and we
on
didn't.
energy readings. Horizon Point has been reconstituted by the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator, thus confirming the Archive's theory. While present data does not indicate if Horizon Point poses an immediate threat, a survey of the reconstituted station is advised as soon as possible.
That's when we need another rift.
Calculating. According to the Archive, closing all rifts requires locating the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator and inputting the rift data processed by the Archive.
Now beyond there,
However,
where it started.
before navigating to Horizon Point Station, it is recommended you conclude all other affairs.
Point of
Leaving
no
will
return.
be highly unlikely due to the high levels of rift energy.
In that case, I got a few things before we head off.
Acknowledged. In the meantime, Commander, it is worth considering your lack of formal alliances. Without Auntie's choice or the Order's help, you will have to face Horizon Point's dangers alone. Failure to make proper preparations raises the likelihood of death and serious injury occurring.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Val.
This unit is not permitted to participate in free and open elections, offering encouraging consolation. Good luck with your campaign, Commander.
Okay, store. Because I don't sell stuff, I just hoard it. Okie dokie. Just in case she doesn't like a cultist going to her place. Okie dokie.
Congratulations are in order.
You're welcome,
I
Ruth.
just received word from Seer Amaryllis that the Calcaduceus has been returned, and that the archive is well and truly under our control again. She also mentioned a regrettable defect in its priority set that you were able to correct. Well done. Your role in this matter is complete. Auntie and I will handle it from here. But allow me to commend you again on your fruitful efforts to make this peace treaty possible.
My pleasure. Glad I could help.
There is more good news as well. We studied the data you brought back from the crashed satellite, and we now have a way to reorient the satellites en masse from a protectorate installation, Oris Listening Post. Turning the entirety of the reticulum toward deep space will accelerate our understanding of the universe.
Nice.
And ideally, lead us to stronger conclusions regarding how to stop the rifts. The Order, in partnership with Auntie's Choice, is now well positioned to triumph over the regressive forces of ignorance that have heretofore held Arcadia in stasis. All thanks to you.
Ah, shucks. No, none of this matters if we can't close the rifts.
Then it is fortunate that you are so well placed to do exactly that, with the Order's help. As if predetermined, your contributions have been many and varied, and I will not belabor the point by recounting them all here. But
No, please do.
When the final contest with the Protectorate
I like it when
takes
people say our
place,
achievements.
wherever that may occur, you will have the full support of the Order and Auntie's Choice. I will, of course, organize our forces from here.
Nice. Do a cheeky little save. And now, I think it's time for the assault. You're about to return to Horizon Station and determine the fate of the Arcadia colony. If there's anything you would want to do before you navigate to the station, do it now, before you cross the point of no return. Huh. Ooh, fancy.
It appears Horizon Point Station is still in the process of being reconstituted. The rift itself is also more unstable than ever. As a result, landing closer to the location of the Protectorate's large-scale rift anomaly modulator is not possible. In order to modify it with the rift data you processed in the archive, you will need to travel to its location on foot and seize it from Protectorate control.
Okie dokie. Would you like me to do it backwards too?
That strategy would be greatly inefficient, Commander. Please allow this unit to help you generate a more sound mission plan. The energy readings from the modulator can be traced to the Sovereign's flagship, Providence, hovering on the far side of the station.
Okie dokie.
Hypothesizing. Given Protectorate hierarchy and the recent announcement about the Sovereign's mental refreshment, this is likely the Consul's doing. He will need to be stopped.
Hey, we need to kill the Consul.
Just how to stop him. Get me close and I'll make it quick.
Nice. So the Consul led a coup and is now actively destroying the colony. Do I have that right?
The Consul's motives are unknown. While destruction may be the result, it may not be the goal. Warning. The rift is growing dangerously unstable. Using the rift modulator on board the Providence is the only way to prevent certain destruction of the colony.
Okay.
While the Order and Auntie's Choice
You need
have
to do
sent
certain
their
destruction of the
forces
colony,
to
guys.
assist you in intercepting the modulator, it will take time for them to navigate the station. It seems Agent DeVries is also here, Commander. She sent word that she, quote, knew you wouldn't be able to stay away either, and is ready to finish what she started, end quote.
Well, she better not get in our way, or we may just have to seriously reconsider your decision to let her live, Commander.
Once the modulator is secured, it may be used to close the rift and save Arcadia and all those in its orbit. There is minimal room for error, Commander. Good luck.
Okie dokie. Assuming that's a flagship with all those green things coming out.
What in the interminable void are we looking at here? Everything that's been reconstituted appears maladjusted, imperfect, defective.
That's the Sovereign's ship, all right. The console must be close.
Well, this didn't go well. Okay. We'll see if we can sneak around.
This is all wrong. The Protectorate is perverting the inviolate nature of the rifts. This cannot go unpunished. That's the Sovereign's ship, all right. The console must be close. If I hadn't lost my sanity before this, I have now.
This poor boy. Someone put him back together all wrong.
Okay. It's all about avoiding people. Okie dokie. Be back in a sec. Okie dokie.
domain!
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Okie dokie. Sort of remember this from the first
Activating energy
area when we came in.
Attention! This is your anti-calling. Per our agreement, Anti's choice support ships, including the fine print, the contingency plan, and the upper hand, are headed your way. Order forces are on a similar trajectory.
Consider self.
The anti's turned up. That's one good thing.
Exposure. Definitely not a pleasant way to go.
Investigating hostile intentions.
Tracking scan.
Transmitter. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Torpificator is charged. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Too far!
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Doing okay.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Medics and pharmaceutical provisions incoming. And we're right behind them with a delivery of Anti's choice finest supplies. Soon you'll say, that is better than nature.
The allies just over there.
Forward! Destroy these abominations! Adjusting calculations. Hold fire on our allies.
N-ray.
Hostilities are afoot. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Locking them down. Torpification. Transmitter down over here. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
We're going to investigate. Exposure. Undermining. forged an alliance between Auntie's Choice and the Order, ain't you?
Okie dokie. Carry on up.
Supplies and medical support for you up ahead.
Why did you make me do this? Why?
Commander, one of them speaking coherently. Not sure if that's good or bad.
This way. Okie dokie.
Get away from me. See them? They were my teammates and they didn't listen neither. You'll end up just the same.
Agent Pascal, calm yourself. You are not in your right mind.
Don't you talk to me like you know me. Wait. Commander?
That's one of our team from the first bit.
No, this must be some kind of trick. Law, what's happening to me?
It's me, Helen. Commander, your friend.
So it is you. Thank Law. I don't understand what happened, Commander. Something was wrong with Sandoval and Jepson. They glowed like they were aflame. They ran in, jumped at me, clawed at me. Law, I had to kill them.
Then they weren't too dissimilar from the troopers we encountered outside. This is concerning.
Always.
I don't understand what's happening.
Need to focus. What was the last thing you remember from the mission?
Everything was fine. Till the explosion. I was pinned. Fire closed in. I tried to move. I tried to find the rookie. Then the whole station shook and tore apart. And then... nothing.
That explains it. She was left alive, just long enough for the rift to take her. That's why the reconstitution worked on her. To some extent.
Wait. There was something else. Sandoval was yelling. DeVries wasn't responding to comms. What happened? Don't tell me the situation got too fluid for you, DeVries. That it?
Certainly not. I was focused on the objective, as every one of your crew should have been. Isn't that right, Commander?
Yeah, we're not gonna...
Something tells me that ain't quite true.
Never mind that. The rift has done something to you. We try to lie. Staying in a rift core is a delicate process.
That's right. It wouldn't do to have any distractions. I'm thankful that you understand.
Oh. But everything ain't right, is it? That thing in the sky. It's done something to me, I think. And to Sandoval.
It has.
And Jepson. But I ain't sure what.
The Protectorate are attempting to reconstitute the station to how it was moments before destruction. That includes you. But it's failing. I'm sorry.
So I've come back from death to some warped version of life? All because of some twisted experiment? Is that about right? You can help me though. Right, Commander? You can do something to fix this.
Oh, I'm sorry, Helen, but I can't. Lie, sure, I can reverse this. If you give me time. I'm not gonna lie to her.
Boyd. This is it, ain't it? I'll never see the sun again. Never fly in our ship. Never anything.
We don't have leadership for that, dang it. I wish it didn't have to be this way, but I want you to suffer.
Makes two of us. But maybe you could do me one final favor. End this for me? I can't. I don't think I can do it myself. Please.
Now I'm a bit worried that, even though the other bit said lie, if we go and fix everything, that she comes back normal. But, you know.
I'm sure.
Pascal? Helen? If I may, I'd like to see to your proper burial as an Earth Directorate agent. If you wish for it.
That'd be nice. Being seen off, right? This is the final kindness you'll do for me, Commander. Thank you. Try not to miss, huh?
I won't. I won't miss.
It's all right. This will be over soon. I swear it.
Efficiently done. You did her a kindness.
Doesn't need her stuff, okay? Okie dokie. Now, in our defense, the reason why we're not overly fussed about doing that is because we thought she died ages ago.
Law! These soldiers look even more hideous than our grafting experiments. People.
You with Auntie?
Hold clear.
We brought supplies.
You may
We're
approach,
here to help.
Commander. We've got supplies at the ready.
Nice.
Are you in need of any weapons, armor, or other supplies? The presiding bishop foresaw this. We are most grateful for your role in reconciling Auntie's choice and the Order. Please, take what you require.
Thank you.
The Order of the Ascendant will be waiting in anticipation of further orders. May the numbers guide you.
Initial observations conclude that the subject is suffering from multiple
We need everything.
Whoa. Tell me, do you feel as terrible as you look? Step right up for the most exorbitant medical care money can usually buy. I say usually because Auntie has declared a rare exception for you. Our esteemed accomplice, just for you, will cure all physical ailments on the house. Today
Nice.
only. Sure can. Fair warning, though. This is gonna hurt you more than it'll hurt me. Technically, not a doctor.
What?
But I'll take it. There, all better. And remember, any side effects are your responsibility.
What?
But I'll be happy to treat you for those at my normal rate. Greetings! In what particular way are you afflicted?
Initial observations conclude that the subject does not. Any injuries you may have sustained appear to be mild. Perhaps the worst of it is all in your mind? Any treatments or supplies you may require are
That's
complimentary
both things.
at the request of our presiding bishop. Initial observations conclude that the subject does not possess...
Right, so they have the gear. Because we have both. We picked up all the gear and... got treated. There's two medical stuff, you know?
Incoming Protectorate. Looks like they're heading to the skip labs. Wonder why. Ratcheting up my aggression. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Straight to...
Bat and scan.
Okie dokie. This is where the guy was that we did the quest for. At the beginning.
Those reconstituted mechs still function. How inconvenient.
Bridge got built fast.
Have a fix on their weaknesses. Energy transmitter out. Soak up the shock. Mitigating the threat. They've been numb. Check your scopes for
Mobility. N-ray. Exposure. N-ray.
no combatant on my scopes. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Okay. Okie dokie, in we go.
Taking the fight out of them, locking them down.
Stable power.
Well, despite the low probability of such an occurrence, a rift and a plasma hazard are directly blocking our path to the Sovereign's ship.
We better look around, see if we can find anything to help us out.
Okie dokie.
This is scientist Bernard Rand, sent to...
Rozpatrzcie. Okie dokie. Okay. I'll wait a bit, see if everything's caught back up. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. What happened, for those that don't know, that power all downstairs. So, where we're studio bit here has separate power bit. Our power all downstairs went off and then came back on, but it knocked off our whole internet because that internet stuff's downstairs. Okie dokie. Let's carry on.
Resorting to violence. Let's weapon crime. Activated. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Stun weapon ready, Commander. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Not sure how much went missing by the time I realised. Probably not a lot.
Combatant scan. I'll handle this.
Okay, there's a way I can find out. Give me one sec, guys. Okie dokie. Carry on. Oh, I might just go into the middle.
Do try to limit further damage, Commander.
Okay. Like I said, guys, we're not going to go into the middle. Okay, so it's not this way. Ah.
What do we have here? Osborne always did fancy himself a scientist. Stealing credit for others' work. Not surprising, and not the least of what he's done.
Apparently, the Sovereign solved the equation.
Okay.
However unlikely that seems, I'll take it.
Let's plug it into the terminal at the Skip Labs and see if it's right.
So the equation needed to clear the rift hazard in the main chamber. Does that mean I can now just walk in there and... Well, she said a terminal. The terminal near the beginning. Near it.
Wow, beautiful. Both the science and the rift.
This way. Okie dokie.
Our projections are off by orders of magnitude.
Sovereign save us. Master Rev's hypothesis was correct all along. The results are...
Proceeding to attack. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Dude, what kept hitting me? Oh, I was poisoned.
Splendid. Rift secure.
Okie dokie.
Transmitter down over here. Go for torpification. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Okay, we're okay.
Infiltrate the Sovereign's ship, stop the console, and obtain the rift modulator. So, typical day on the job from here.
That's made people appear. Okie dokie. Boarding the ship. lot of things in there. Really hope there's a... Aha. Nice. I was about to say, really hope there's an auto somewhere on this ship.
Attention, crew deck. Intruder alert. Be vigilant.
Investigating hostile intelligence. Back and scan. Glorificator. Energy transmitter active.
His beneficent guidance. Join me. We have important business to discuss.
Auntie! It's Auntie in a new body, guys.
Well, glad you finally jimmied that open. Things are getting appreciably worse out there. We're running
Ruth
out of
wasn't
time
planning to turn
seize
up,
the
but
rift
Auntie
and
does.
force it into corporeal insolvency. The presiding bishop wished for me to relay a message to you. Why she couldn't send her own courier, I couldn't say, but I'll attempt to simplify. The rift modulator is on the science deck, one floor up. Deck access is restricted without proper credentials. Imagine that twice as long and in the form of a distance problem. That means, of course, you'll either need to pilfer an access card, swindle some daft sod out of it, or find some other way around the deck restrictions. But I shouldn't know. Perhaps search the pockets of those you've killed, hmm?
Okay.
Or find an air duct to shimmy through, or a staircase to climb.
Thanks.
We'll hold here to ensure you aren't flanked by reinforcements as you delve deeper in. Don't fritter away your lives cheaply now. I've made a significant investment in you.
Greetings, subject. Please note that any attempts to haggle will result in an automated reprimand. Please make a request.
Okay, there's a mission thing with the quartermasters. Slip. There, him.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Energy transmitter deployed for battle. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Resorting to fire. Need to finish recharging first.
a slip. Okie dokie.
If you must replace lost equipment, please submit proof of punishment. Unit does not accept blood. Please make a request. Received. Dispensing standard regimental supplies. Complete. If you have helm sizing concerns, please increase or decrease the size of your head.
Okie dokie.
Proceeding to attack. Fortificator at ready status. Adversary. They'll be numb, locking them down. I'm back and scan. Ratchet. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Mobilization in progress. Mitigating the threat. Stun weapon ready, Commander. Combatant scan.
All rightly appreciate our perfect life of contentment and pleasure.
Energy transmitter out. Soak up the shock. I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Triangulating source of disturbance.
Yeah, let's try getting a better angle.
Well, that wasn't so difficult now, was it?
Nope.
Target analyzed. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Attention.
We either find access credentials or stick to the shadows then. Both options are certainly more efficient than raucous hostilities.
That rift modulator's gotta be somewhere around here.
Will result in swift disciplinary action.
Are you be wary? I've heard there's an intruder aboard. Ah, I suppose that could be you. Forgive me. I'm still a little addled from my last refreshment. I'm going to set off an alarm, okay?
Would an intruder be reviewing your experiments?
You've been reviewing our experiments. I hope I'm not being replaced. I specifically went to mental refreshment to avoid that. If you wish to see the modulator, you'll want to speak with Chief Scientist Montserrat. He's in the rift chamber. Take these credentials with you, in case you're asked. Security's become awfully stringent of late. It wouldn't do to be caught unawares. That's why I carried 2 cards, just in case. Oh, though I suppose it's just the one now.
Whoa, okay.
Return to your work, my fellow subject.
Well, the modulator's certainly bigger than a bread box.
Ah, I was notified that you were here, though my fellow scientists seemed rather confused as to why. Unsurprisingly. What exactly was it that you needed? I'm rather short on time, as a gander outside might tell you.
Need access to the rift modulator.
Yeah, well, we all have urgent needs. And mine is to keep my lab and hopefully the rest of this system from falling apart. I need the modulator for my own analysis. You can wait.
Please answer this. IRC had some troubling findings regarding raw data in the rifts.
The IRC? I did not realize you were a colleague of sorts. We haven't shared much of our findings with your branch, I'm afraid. But our results do match. Raw data from whatever a rift engulfs is preserved, yes, but the essence of a thing is not. Like a sense of self, for example, is lost forever.
So you're saying you're unable to extract the perfect essence that the rift converts matter into?
Not exactly. The going theory was that we could purge defects from the data. But it's futile. I've proven that we cannot edit data in any form, but the console no longer listens to me, which is distressing. I've prepared a report for him showing how the very structure of the modulator makes what we're attempting impossible. But I doubt he will pay it much mind.
What that contains information on constructing rift modulators, you say?
Yes, but as I said, I fear the report won't do any good.
I can bring the report to him.
It's clear you aren't bound by the same rules as the rest of us somehow. If he won't hear me out, perhaps a third party will have more luck. Here, use this keycard on the module over there. It will allow you to download my report and grant you access to the control deck. I hope you're able to sway him, because if you don't, we're all dead.
Last question. Where's it being operated?
Deck up in the control room. The console is the only one who has the means of controlling it, which makes your persuading him
Right, so the
that
console
much
is
more
the only one
necessary.
that... Right, so we have to persuade him.
Accessing report. Rift restoration analysis. Compiled by Chief Scientist Monserrate. Marked for delivery to Consul Thoreau.
Esteemed Consul, after much analysis, my conclusion is that the modulator we have worked tirelessly to build will not function as intended when used for reconstituting matter from rifts. Every test of reconstitution has resulted in demonstrable failure. Proceeding as we are now with Horizon Point Station will surely lead to severe, unanticipated consequences. The modulator is only effective at closing rifts from unsafe distances. Using it to close exacerbated rifts will certainly lead to the destruction of any vessel carrying it. Unfortunately, the data that we originally had hoped for, from the ancient rifts detected in the far reaches of space untouched by humanity, has not yielded any of its secrets. And we are now out of time. All of our recent readings suggest that we're on the verge of losing control of this rift. I recommend diverting from our current plan before it is too late for Arcadia. I've included extensive notes and annotations appended to the modulator schematics to substantiate these conclusions. I know you will guide us wisely. my dear Consul.
Okie dokie.
Schematic secured. These rift coordinates are deep into unexplored space. That contradicts most rift causation theories, or hints at more troubling implications.
We can concern ourselves with that later. First, let's find the console.
Yeah, we'll go a bit over our time today, guys, with us having an internet issue. And it feels like we're really close to the end.
Look at you, here before me. Surprised you could outrun these new legs of mine. They're what everyone's going to be wearing next fall. Well, I'm here now. Where's the rift modulator?
Downstairs, we have the schematics, but we can't operate without control of the ship.
So Consul Thoreau has everything directly under his control. I'd say that's remarkably competent for the Protectorate, but he is the one who's been pulling their strings all along. Did you find anything else of note?
Some intel. Apparently rifts have been found in space, but humanity has never been.
Wait, what? But rifts are caused by skip drive travel. Human-piloted skip drive travel. How is that possible?
I don't know, I'm not a scientist. I'm just in as dark as you are, but I'm keen to find out
You're
more.
the one in the dark. I'm simply musing aloud. Much as I'm intrigued by the significance of all this, there's no time to dwell on it now. We need to confront the Consul. You might be savvy enough to talk him down, but his type requires a deft touch. You'll need to break him down brick by brick. If you're too adversarial, he'll simply shut down. Certainly. The doubt you cultivate up front will make
Okay,
you
talk
more
about his people.
susceptible to what comes after. And in case you aren't quite as sharp as you appear, be ready to fight.
I bet I can make him talk.
The more we debate, the more time we squander. We must resupply and shore up whatever defenses we have quickly. And if you've something to say to any of us, Commander, I suggest you say it while you have the chance. No telling what awaits us beyond that door.
No, I'll just go beyond the door.
Never would I ever have believed Auntie Cleo herself would walk through that door. But I haven't time to linger in the novelty. Sentinels, if you would.
Do I appear like someone afraid of a few guns? Give it up, Emery. You've lost this war. Have some dignity. You're coming off desperate.
On the contrary, this desperate action is what will save all of Arcadia and rid it forever of trespassers like you.
Did you also claim you were saving the Sovereign when you stabbed him in the back?
Do not place his decision at my feet. I know it's difficult for the likes of you to fathom the concept of self-sacrifice, but he chose mental refreshment for the good of us all. And what am I to do but carry on his legacy?
They have a recording.
What am I to do but achieve what he could not?
You're right. You definitely didn't try to kill everyone with a space anomaly.
I'll only be killing a select number permanently. The worthy, however, will be resurrected and reformed so they may reach their full potential. Open your mind, Commander. Yes, I know well who you are. In any other situation, I might be compelled to take you apart and see how precisely it is you operate, but time, it would seem, isn't on your side. You are a relic of an impotent institution, propelled forward by nothing more than luck and foolhardy metal.
Yep. Ooh. And also breaking and entering skills.
Indeed. Rarely are there enough measures to keep the most tenacious of sprats from gnawing their way in. I've been following your progress closely, you know, since you so unceremoniously caused our Vox relay to crash
That wasn't
into
me.
Westport. When you began your dealings with the Order
That
and
was
the
the Free.
Corporatists, I thought that perhaps having a chaotic element in their midst could work in our favor. But now you're here, scurrying around my ship and attempting to thwart the Protectorate yet again.
Your ship? I could have sworn it has the Sovereign name on it.
You think yourself clever, don't you?
Yep.
The Sovereign is indisposed, leaving myself as the sole custodian of Arcadia. What's his is mine. And the victory I inevitably clench over you, over anyone, will be his in turn, even if he's not here to bask in it. For all your bluster, you seem
I don't
more
think we
concerned
convinced
with
them, guy.
running your mouth than improving your performance in the field. Tell me, did you manage to stop us from bringing your peace talks to a swift end? As I recall, Greater Tranquility was reduced to little more than mangled ruins in a single moment.
You used the peace talks as a test run for this.
It was a modest success. I had hoped it'd hobble Auntie's choice in the Order once and for all.
No, but they're working together
it has
now.
proven to be a valuable lesson in patience. I was able to buy the time to enact the very plan before you. Though, judging from that vacant expression on your face, it would appear you've no idea what I intend.
Go ahead, enlighten me.
Very well. Once the rift destroys Arcadia, we shall
It's gonna
edit the information
destroy it and
stored
reform
within
it.
and use the modulator to reshape our colony into its perfect form. Horizon Point's destruction all those years ago was a tragedy, yes, but without it, we might never have opened our eyes to our true purpose and the possibility of Arcadia's rebirth. When the Matriarch discovered the first skip drive, she set us on a course to elevate humanity. We're now writing our path, and I will do my part as the architect intended.
Huh. I already know that the Matriarch didn't invent the skip drive. Why is that relevant? Yep.
Intrepid, aren't you? Well, what's relevant is what came after. Our Matriarch dissected this skip drive technology, learned its secrets, and enabled us to produce them en masse.
Hopefully it's like,
which
because
eventually
we've done
led to
everything,
the
that gives us
manifestation
all
of
these
rifts.
prompts.
But it was not until well after Horizon Point's untimely end that we understood the opportunity gifted us. The opportunity to reconstruct the colony in its perfect form. It is as the Grand Architect designed. And believe you me, I've no intention of letting you thwart our securing of a better future. One free of doubt and greed.
Okay. I know you think your plan is right, but you'll reconsider if you hear me out. Yeah.
It's your time that's running out, not mine. So go on. Tell me all the ways I'm wrong. Better yet, tell the whole room how His Eminence, the Sovereign, was wrong. This was originally his plan, after all. I am merely a partner seeing it carried out.
Ah, we got required info discovered. That's a lie. The Sovereign never wanted this. He perverted his plan.
Do not presume to tell me what is or isn't the truth. I was advisor to the original Sovereign. I know the mind of a true leader. This is the path Henry should have taken.
You two argued over what to do with the rift modulator. He was acting out of love, not power.
Yes, of course we argued over methodology. Henry was always too stubborn, too focused on the past to understand the opportunity before him. I regret that he had to make such a difficult choice. That one of the Matriarch's heirs is not guiding us. But he needed to look beyond himself. Like I am doing now.
It's futile. You're losing the support of your people. And there's no one doing that.
Yes, well, we also lost the support of the Order. But can one truly call that a loss? We would have drowned already in the seas of war with the weight of their inaction around our necks. The same can be said for any subject who wavers. They are dead weight, and we must cast them off straight away. Once I win the war and leave those naysayers behind, harsh action will be swiftly forgotten. And once I provide for the needs of my subjects, I will have them forever.
You'll be fooled to write off. Doesn't it? They won't hesitate to hit you where it hurts. Stronger supporters aren't immune to seeing reason. War has done far more damage to morale than you know. Yeah.
And our devotion must be tested by fire, as it is said, else it is not true. You are clearly ill-equipped to speak on Arcadian affairs, or of what truly matters to its subjects. I alone can give them what they need. You must see that. For every traitor in our midst, thousands of loyalists remain. If anyone attempts to move against me, they are merely announcing themselves as the chaff to be cut. And they promptly will be.
Yet you didn't see the Order moving against you. Even before the schism. Have you gotten alienated the Arbiters?
You'll note that all the brightest, most efficient Protectorate minds were assigned to the Sentinels to ensure the history of Arcadia is not sullied. But the Arbiters, they've quite outlived their usefulness. Just one more thing I intend to fix. The people will understand in time. They only care that they are provided for. So you say, but you've yet to deliver any compelling evidence.
I doubt you've had anyone capable checking your calculations. You don't strike me as particularly thorough, or much of a heavy thinker.
I am the chosen shepherd of Arcadia and will not be spoken to like this. I am only doing what I must to restore this colony to what our matriarch envisioned. Free of war, strife, heresy. You must know that you have little chance of swaying me. I will not be distracted from taking what is owed to us.
Okay. I have seen the Matriarch's writings. You have no idea what she envisioned. But you won't be saving the colony. Everything reconstructed will be brought back wrong. There's the report. If you actually believe that, you wouldn't be entertaining this conversation. Okay. We have that, that, and that. I think we'll go for that.
A Raptidon does not believe a breadworm capable of defeating him, but he's interested to see it try. So try.
Okay. Go for the top one.
I will not be lectured by an outsider. It's just like the Earth Directorate, or any other interloper, to claim to better know the customs of those they invade. Certainly if you had your way, you would claim Arcadia as yours, and rewrite history to suit your own aims.
No, the Matriarch's son rewrote history. He betrayed her wishes, and this is the result.
No. No, Reuben would not have gone against her. He was the stalwart protector of Arcadia to the end. We could all see his devotion. If he even attempted to bastardize the Protectorate cause, then we will have undone all of the Matriarch's work.
Oh, there was something and we haven't found it. Yep, and you're just as guilty as Reuben.
I do not dismiss that I was complicit. It was my duty to guide him to the best
Because
of my
other
ability.
bits that we could have probably found
But
lying
surely
around.
It cannot be possible that I've gotten this wrong. All your so-called arguments are pure hearsay. You came here claiming so boldly that I would fail, but you have yet to provide any proof. So where is it? What do you have?
So I got the report. Hopefully it will still allow me to do that. How about honesty? You're killing millions of your own people to soothe your ego. But you can still do the right thing.
And leave the traitors and invaders alive? No! Death is the only way forward. We can only be made pure from the ashes, despite whatever supposed proof you have to the contrary.
I can ask my companions. I'll go over this one. If you're wrong, you will destroy everything you claim to love. Nothing is worth that risk.
Claim? If you cannot see the truth of my devotion written plain, then now I see why you are against me so. But you are wrong about the risk. We are losing this war. It is inevitable. The victors will brutally subdue us until we become corrupted. Until we forget our principles, our history, the very core of who we are. It is better that we perish together as proud protectorate, proud Arcadians. Preserving our purity is a mercy. More than that, is it not love?
What about faith, Consul? If your people wish to preserve the Protectorate, they will find a way.
Even through extreme hardship and the tyranny of corporatists? Even if every aspect of the framework we've established is torn down around them? No. No. We have raised a stalwart people. Instilled principles of the Protectorate in them from their first breath. Perhaps I must trust that they've taken our teachings to heart. There may yet be other ways to save my beloved Arcadia, but
I think we're getting through.
I cannot be the one to see them to their completion.
Nice.
I surrender. What? Oh, by the matriarch. It seems we have a problem. The rift has... well, it has nearly destabilized completely. And the modulator cannot close it in its current state from a safe distance. Destruction of Arcadia is imminent. Architect, help us.
So we're all going to die anyway. Is that what you're saying? Nonsense, there must be a way.
There is. Though, given your tenacity in preventing bloodshed, I don't believe you'll appreciate it. A chance yet remains. We must bring the modulator as close to the rift as possible. However, when the rift folds in on itself, this ship and its operator will not survive.
Looks like you're about to get everything you wanted. Condolences. I'm sure they'll build a nice statue in your honor.
Oh, Emery, taking a page from Auntie's Choice product testing, I see. We do try to avoid a consistent certainty of death, though. It's just bad business.
Let me be clear. I am not placing this burden upon your shoulders. This was my doing. And so it is my responsibility to set things right.
Emily.
I will give you time to vacate the ship. When you are clear, I will fly it into the rift myself.
Okay, then yes, Emily.
You're right. Arcadia will find its way without me.
It's the least you could do, saving us from this mess. Are you trying to be noble? Or are you taking a coward's way out? I don't think this is a good idea.
Think what you wish of me, but this is my responsibility. And that is something I will never shirk from.
And I'm going with him. I am owed an existence in perfection after all I've done.
I don't think you understand what you're volunteering for.
But this is the
I probably
goal
shouldn't
of
have
my
brought it.
life. Everything I've done, everything it means to be part of the Glorious Dawn. Crossing that threshold is my right.
Why don't we be more glorious to witness the rift transformation? This is a front row seat.
You weren't even listening to me, were you? Fine. Have it your way. Cue the light show.
Now go. Make what's left of your existence count.
See ya, sucker! No, I intend to.
I'll find someone else to kill, I guess. Assuming they don't suddenly decide to do something noble, too.
Let's get on with it, then.
Cool, so it's not making me run away. I was glad that I was able to talk about... It was a good job, see... Probably shouldn't have took it. It was a good job we could talk about. Nice.
So in the end, when the consul was faced with the undeniable errors in his logic, he chose to
This is
save
the end. This is
Arcadia
it
by
going over
closing the
everything.
rift himself. He died hoping his sacrifice might make up for the disastrous decisions he had made. Thanks to the commander's quick thinking in sparing it from the Vox station's fiery crash, Paradise Island's Fairfield remained a profitable company town for Auntie's Choice. For his
Excellent.
outside-the-box thinking and innovative propaganda techniques, D.B. Milver Street was promoted, while rival Officer Carr seethed at her lack of upward mobility, or even bronze-tier executive benefits. Vigilant Hogarth, now
It's going to go through
acclimated to
everyone that we
Fairfield,
helped.
leaned
And then
on the
it'll probably go
protectorate
through our
ideals of
companions.
neighborliness, while overlooking all the authoritarian tactics, so he might help the Order to succeed with the equation. Auntie's Choice assumed control over the day-to-day workings of Matriarch's Mercy, the better to monitor their new colleagues in the Order. The monastery, however, returned to normal operation, tracking the clockwork of the grand plan.
Nice.
The monastery's abbot became a scapegoat for recent tragic events, having not detected Wiley's dastardly schemes. His superiors demoted him, mainly to show their corporatist allies that academics could keep their people in line too. Seer Wiley fled the Order and sought refuge in a backwater Arcadian town to contemplate his failings. As word of the ex-seer's arrival spread, people lined up for predictions. Forsaking the math that failed him, he offered obvious
That's good.
yet
So at least,
effective advice instead.
at least he had.
After defending Fort
Happy
Endurance
thing.
against a fierce Mantisaur attack, Executive Warchek was awarded a commendation for profit-securing stalwartness, as well as promotion to regional manager. He eventually passed peacefully in his sleep at the scientifically astounding age of 6.
Nice. That's the Mantisaur, by the way.
Continued to serve the commander of the Incognito faithfully for many more years than should be possible, giving automechs like her everywhere a reputation as stable and reliable. As a result, more Valerie units were put into service, while fewer human agents were deployed into the field. As he rose through the Earth Directorate ranks, Niles pressed for a field directive to deploy the new Val units only when the situation posed significant risk. The policy reduced agent casualties by a significant margin. Oddly enough, in-office deaths increased by a not insignificant margin. Agent Niles Ibarra achieved the rank of commander.
Nice, he got
earning
promoted.
renown as a formidable agent, unafraid to challenge the status quo within the Earth Directorate. He recruited his friend Zebulon Tran to the
Thought he
Earth
would do.
Directorate, a gesture of gratitude for not airing the Directorate's dirty laundry. Together, they vowed to reform the agency from within, so it might never again bargain with authoritarian governments. Ultimately, Niles rose to the position of Secretary General. His term saw the Earth Directorate at its most popular, or, in the eyes of corporations and tyrannical governments, most feared. Despite Inez's impassioned opposition, the grafting program restarted following the war.
Aww.
Further protests only served to isolate Inez from the rest of Auntie's Choice. She ended up a lone voice against cruelty in a society obsessed with profit. Niles
We could have done
eventually
better for
reached
her.
out to her and recruited her to the Earth Directorate, thus giving her a chance to leave past failures behind.
It's good that she's an Earth
She
Directorate now,
gladly
you know?
accepted, Utilizing what he learned alongside the commander, Tristan attempted to reform Protectorate society from within. But with no authority figure to lead its subjects, the Protectorate was a shell of its former self. After thoughtful cogitation and calculation, Marisol slowly began to reject violence as the sole method for eliminating random variables. Not coincidentally, her social calendar began filling up. After Azza disbanded the Glorious Dawn, its members quietly tried to resume lives forever disrupted by the Arcadian conflict. As the cult's murderous legacy faded, average colonist life expectancy increased by 0.23%.
Nice, that's
with
a lot.
The modulator schematics shared as joint intellectual property, Auntie's Choice and the Order's partnership remained steady, despite the need for constant compromise. For a time,
Yeah, but what
the
about us?
Arcadia
How
colony
did,
thrived.
what happened to us?
Auntie Cleo went through the motions of accommodating the Order, yet privately aspired to keep free trade anything but free. She began a new initiative. Any corporation or government that refused her trade conditions was promptly dealt with, either via takeover or strategic use of rifts. Auntie made her first public appearance in years, inspiring a fashion trend in bubble helmets.
I wonder if that's because we told her there was rifts on the other side of space.
She won more public support than Ruth,
So you knew it wasn't.
which she sought to use
Thing
as
you should probably
leverage
learn how
when
to
the
make them,
time was right.
you know?
Adrift without firm leadership, Protectorate subjects struggled with post-war life. A small band of hardliners collaborated to preserve their society in the face of Arcadia's new leadership. When Sovereign Varric was discovered in mental refreshment, the Order and Auntie's Choice bickered over what to do with him. They ultimately decided to announce his death, while letting him live the rest of his addled days behind closed doors aboard the undisputed claim. Until one day, Amos stumbled upon the Sovereign's private quarters and freed him, rocking the colony with a brief scandal. Despite the recent tumultuous events in Arcadia, it was business as usual for Free Market Station. Sub Rosa continued to supply the colony in the wake of the commander's actions.
Man, there's a lot of this
The
end bit.
dangerous experimental research of Marisol's contact from Point Obviation lived on, with a seer predicted 11.9% probability of yielding a universe-ending catastrophe. Meanwhile,
So we
an
mustn't
entrepreneurial
have got rid of
worker
everything then.
Chemostricians unveiled a new flavor of purple berry crunch. The release of the skip drive schematics to the public domain resulted in new and exciting opportunities for independent manufacturers. However, unchecked use of the drives would ultimately lead to an even greater proliferation of rifts.
Whoops.
Once again imperiling the galaxy. Fortunately, the Order stepped in. Leveraging their partnership with Auntie's Choice, the Order sold rift modulators to all skip drive manufacturers for a modest price, thus preventing another outbreak of rifts, while Auntie's Choice made
Nice.
a tiny
That sort of
profit.
worked out well.
The rift compromise between the Order and Auntie's Choice led to prioritized assistance for the colonies that agreed to favorable trading terms. The so-called Auntie's Loyalty Program tripled the corporation's net worth. Meanwhile, the Order was able to sermonize their version of scientism alongside Auntie's marketing and PR onslaught, at least to colonies in Auntie's Loyalty Program. Many outside died because their rifts weren't closed in time. All of these events turned on the decisive actions of the Earth Directorate agent and their unique way of navigating Arcadia, its disparate factions, social complexities, ubiquitous product placement, and arsenal of absurdly satisfying weaponry. But through it all, and to this day, Earth has remained inexplicably dark.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, seems to be the end of Outer Worlds 2. It is. That was a great game. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Funny, okay combat. Certain parts I didn't like. I preferred in the original, which was how you can modify your person with the armor and hats to increase your skills. But other than that, overall good. I'd highly recommend it. I say thanks everyone for coming along and keeping me company. because the content we create on this channel is only made possible thanks to you watching along at home. It's very much appreciated. So thank you for your time. Well, hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye, and stay safe.